Hey friends, so today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a different video today, but I'm really excited to show you this. This is something I've just recently started, but I've become a huge fan of, and so I just thought I'd share it with you because I'm really excited about it all. Anyways, what I have here is a bullet journal, and is basically just your common average journal book. This is a Leuchtturm 1917, and I just have some Stabilo fine liner pens in different colors and watercolor paints, which I also bought for this from TK Maxx, just to kind of give everything a little bit more of a sparkle and color that kind of just brightens it up a little bit more. So we'll just dive right in. So what I really like about Leuchtturm 1917 is that this is a journal that comes with everything you would possibly need. So it starts off with just putting in your name or address if you want to. And the first couple pages were blank, and so I just kind of colored over them with some watercolors and wrote in rest. Although as I'm looking at it, it looks as if I spelled red, and that is an S and that is a T. I'm still working on my handwriting. And then you come to the index or table of contents, and it shows you the pages and what are on those pages, so you can easily find them if you ever wanted to go back. So as you can see, I've only just started, but possibly as time goes on and months go on and I have filled in more and more and more, I will do another video and show you what else I've come up with. So the next page is a key page, and I originally started with writing index at the top because I didn't want to use the original index that was in here, but then I changed my mind. So the thing about bullet journals is that you will mess up sometimes and you will make mistakes. However, you kind of just keep moving on, and even though I made this a key page instead, that's okay. It kind of just gives it a little bit more of a pattern. So this is my key page, and down here these are the symbols that I've used throughout my bullet journal, such as task, an X through it means it's completed, migrated, forwarded if it is irrelevant and I don't need it anymore, then I will put a line through it, an event, a note of mine if it's a priority, and if I need to do any more research about it. And then I have my future log, which basically is just a yearly overview, and so I have my different months lined out on different pages all the way through January in the next page. And I have Monday through Sunday written under them along with the days. And I also in blue have birthdays that are in that month, but I realize that there are actually a lot of birthdays that I want to remember, so I will need to make a note of it next time in my bullet journal, that the next time I make a future log that I will make a separate page just for birthdays, so I have enough room and don't have to worry about having enough room in little sections for them. But basically you can just write out some important things that you want to have an overview of in the coming months, if there's a trip that's coming up, or just anything important that you need to remember, this is where you can write it in. I have also really wanted to get into some more watercoloring, and what I love about bullet journaling is that it's an awesome way to kind of just allow me to be creative in a way that I'm normally not, and so that's the reason why I got the watercolors. And so I just wrote out future log in blue and purple, and then took a black pen and just in cursive wrote future log over it. And I think it's actually it's one of my favorite parts of my bullet journal so far. So here's the rest of my future log, and something that you also need to know if you're just starting out or if you want to get started, you don't have to wait until December 30th to make a bullet journal. You can start any time of the year, any day. I started beginning of May, and so you'll see that as the journal continues on. And then here I just wanted to make a little cover page for starting the month of May. So this is my monthly log, and here I've written out all the days and which days of the week they are, and some important events that I want to remember and just have an overview of for this month, and some of my goals that I want to set this month for my blog, my YouTube channel, and some personal things. And you can make this page however you want. A lot of people will have both on one page or whatever, but I kind of just want to spread them out. This page is for my May memories. A lot of my bullet journal is inspired by Boho Berry. I will link her down below. And she has also taught me a lot about lettering styles, which I have been wanting to get better at, and this is my poor attempt of drawing a castle because May 1st we celebrated my husband's birthday and we went to an old castle, and so I just kind of wanted to put that in picture form. And then over here is my May habit tracker. Even though I wrote goal tracker, it's basically the same thing for me. But here I've written down certain habits or goals that I want to achieve every day. And here at the top, because I started May 9th, I started at 9 and went through 31. So here are the different days. And then I recommend buying a journal that is dotted. My pages are blank, but Leuchtturm makes journals that are dotted. I definitely recommend getting that for this specific purpose, and also just for the purpose of being more neat and organized. But it kind of gives me more freedom to not be neat and organized, so that's kind of why I like blank pages as well. But here I have some things I want to get done every day, such as my daily devotionals, going to the gym, blog, YouTube, reading a book, brushing my teeth, 8 glasses of water, no alcohol, and so on and so forth. And you can write down your own certain habits, whatever you want to do daily, and you can just color it in as the month goes if you have done those things. And so it's kind of just cool to see where you're at. And at the bottom I have You Are Never Too Old to Set Another Goal or to Dream a New Dream by C.S. Lewis. On the next page, this is really just something I stole from Boho Berry in one of her videos. She read a book about getting things done by David Allen, and these were her notes based off of the book, and I like the way that she had written them in her bullet journal, so I literally just took the notes, and this is what it looks like in her journal, and I just actually copied her. But I actually like the notes too, because it talks about productivity and how to be productive and getting things actually done, instead of just being like, oh, I don't want to do it. And so this was something I wanted to have as well. And this just goes on, and this is probably something as the months go on, when I really start getting into getting things done and being more productive, I kind of just want to at first get into the feel of the bullet journal to see how it works and how it works for me. And this is a weekly review checklist that you would do of the getting things done way of life, I guess. So on this next page I have my savings goals, and some of which are 6-month emergency fund, Oregon fund, so going back home, Santorini fund. In July my husband and I are going to Santorini, Greece, and so we want to save up some money for that. We need a new couch. Eventually we want a puppy, and we both want tattoos at some point, so these are just some of the things that we want to save up for as time goes on. And it's fun to kind of just keep track of it all and see how close you are to getting something done. And I think that's more motivation to actually save more once you start seeing it colored in more. So I'm really excited to get that started. So here we are diving into the weekly logs, and this is just this week, so Monday through Sunday. And I've written here some time-specific things that I need to know for specific days, and things that I will need to do on those days. Doesn't really depend on times. And then on this page I have some weekly to-dos that I want to get done, some prayers that I have thought about for this week, of people that I want to pray for, or certain things that I want to pray for, and some home to-do tasks, but I haven't gotten that far yet. So these are my daily logs, and on Monday, that was the day I really started on my bullet journal and just kind of getting it to where it was, and I wasn't able to really log anything that I was doing that day, but I like to log the weather in watercolor form because it's just kind of fun. And Tuesday was the first day I really dove in, and I was at work that day, so I wrote down all of my to-dos that day at work, and I got all of them done, which I'm very proud of myself about. And on my personal to-dos, I want to keep track of my water intake daily, and so I drew an awful glass, but it works for me. And every glass of water that I drank, I just filled in one of these little squares. And I saw this from another YouTuber, or I think I saw it on Pinterest, but someone had drawn a little book and then written pages read and wrote down how many pages they read that day. And I just want to keep myself accountable because I really do want to make sure that I'm reading something, a book, every day. And these were my tasks for Tuesday, and here's today. This video will probably go up a couple of days later, but today is Wednesday. I am currently filming my YouTube video, and I have yet to read. I've only had 2 glasses of water, but the sun was out today, so that's nice. And I have left room for the rest of the week on the rest of that page and this page. And I started a new page of books I want to read. And the idea of the bullet journal is it's a book where you write anything and everything down. It's your book of all lists that you would ever make. Shopping lists, meal prepping plans, workout lists, books you want to see, movies you want to watch, just recipes you want to try. Any form of a list that you would ever make would all be in one book. And so that's why I think it's really, really handy. And so I started drawing a little bookshelf with different books and started writing different titles of books that I get to read that I really want to. And so once I read them, I will color them in. On the next page, I have written down some blog ideas, and this is me trying to figure out calligraphy lettering, but I'm still not there yet. I'm still learning, but that's okay. That's what this is for. It's meant to be messy. And so this is where I'll write down some blog ideas that I have, and over here are some YouTube ideas that I have. And yeah, so that's all I have right now, but there's a lot of other challenges and things that you could write down and track that I'm really excited to get started on. So yeah, if you ever want to get started on bullet journal, just let me know, and I'll give you as many tips as possible, but this is where I'm at so far. So happy journaling, friends. Bye!